The IHWA Premier League is proudly brought to you by Champion Autoglass, Front Row Screens, your local streaming superheroes, and CD Dodd, scrap metal recyclers.
And a very good evening, everyone, and welcome to the Cockburn Ice Arena. It's round 12 IHWA Premier League action, and tonight it is the Blackhawks at 7 wins, 3 losses and a tie, up against the Chiefs, who are only just still in the race at 1 win, 9 losses and 2 ties. But keep in mind, it may be third versus sixth, but both these teams are only separated by 11 points with just 4 rounds to go. The Blackhawks on 15 in third place, and the Chiefs only 4 points behind the fourth place Sharks on 4 points. And if they can win every match of the remaining 4 rounds, pending on other results, if they go their way, they could suddenly steal fourth place. But the Blackhawks, they've got a little bit of a mission of their own tonight to maintain second place ahead of the Flyers Orange. But the Flyers Blue on top of the ladder would be just out of reach. In fact, speaking of the Flyers Blue, they at the moment in the other game in Perth are absolutely smashing the pants off the Vikings, 10-2 at the last update. So talk about domination from the top of the ladder, Flyers Blue. They are looking really, really good. Now, about 5 weeks ago, this game may have been a bit of a one-sider, according to many eyes, but the Chiefs' form in the last month or so has been much better, with guys like Sedenko, Wraith, Duck and Drake, and also Valentin Kazala starting to get a lot of the puck and use it efficiently. But the Blackhawks, they too have got some depth up their sleeve. Jamie Woodman and Jason McMahon, the captain of the side. Liam Minson on goals. He's been excellent across the season so far. Jordan Grover and Isaac Davidson, the man who shot the winning goal in that remarkable come-from-behind victory against the Sharks last Friday night. It's September, it's spring, we're in the last month of the regular season, and anticipation for the finals come October is at a fever pitch. We must also thank our match day sponsors, CD Dodd, Scrap Metal Recyclers. We thank them for coming on board once again in season 2020. And, of course, Champions Autoglass, supporting the power plays throughout the season. We thank them for coming on board. And our match day broadcast partners, DRN1 Perth Radio, run by Russell Harrow and the crew, taking every game across the 2020 IHWA Premier League season, and also Front Row Screens, run by Matt Williamson and his wonderful team, taking every game as well, live streaming it on Facebook every Friday night across the 2020 season. Let's go through the lineups of both these sides. We'll start off with the Blackhawks, as you see on your screen. Lee Hammond at number 2, Jordan Grover at number 3, Liam Campbell at number 4, Chris Shade at number 9, Isaac Davidson number 11, Paul Graham number 12, Zane Neal number 13, Forrest Mills number 14, number 15, Casey Minson, number 16, Tomek Sack, number 17, Blake Cuthbert, number 18, Jason Woodman, number 19, the skipper, Jason McMahon, number 21, Edward Meaden-Cox, number 23, Thomas McCarlick, number 24, Caden Goulds, number 25, the goalkeeper, Liam Minson, number 26, Reece Lekuak, number 27, Connor Ratcliffe-Smith, number 33, Ethan Savage, and the coach, Felicity Svensson. She has done a great job in guiding her team in the current position that they're in, third place. And a win tonight with the Orange beaten by the Sharks later tonight. If that result eventuates, then we could be seeing a tight fight for second place come season's end. Now the lineup for the Chiefs, currently at 1 win, 9 losses and 2 ties. The tie against the Flyers Blue last week only just keeping them alive. Number 4, Josh Healy. Number 5, Avengi Sedenko. Number 8, Tyson Jeffrey. Number 12, Quinn Drake. Number 13, Scott Hiller. Number 15, Gordon Waite. Number 22, Valentin Kazala. Number 38, Corey Booton. Number 65, James Elliott. Number 77, Jamie McDonald. Number 88, Brett Jolly. Number 97, Joan Levesque. Number 28, Stephen Dack. And number 55, Quinn Drake. And Gordon Wraith, of course, number 15, the coach, Rodney Arnold. Both these sides looking to make a statement this late in the season. With just 4 rounds remaining in the IHWA Premier League season, these matches are ever so crucial. Final spots are on the line. The Blackhawks, although they haven't played the best 3-period game at this stage in the season, they've had to come from behind twice in the last 4 weeks. The tie against the Flyers Orange, 4-4, where they came from 4-2 down. And last week, the Sharks, they led 2-0 after the first period, but then they started to slowly get back into the game. They passed a lot more tightly, they defended hard, and they were able to play a lot more physical. But one of the keys here is don't lose that disciplined edge. In fact, 15 times in the last 2 weeks, players were sent to the penalty box, and Felicity Svensson was rightfully going to push her players beyond mental belief to polish up their conduct on the ice. Let's hope it pays off tonight. And for the Blackhawks, when the puck is going the Chiefs' way from defensive zone, get a couple of players like Davidson and Sack to push up and stop the breakaway right there and then, because they are very good in defence, when in attack, I should say, when the Chiefs are suddenly under pressure in their defensive zone. And third periods are very good for the Blackhawks. We've seen that in the last 4 weeks. When the game's in the balance, the forwards show their class. Goulds, Graham and Davidson, they will hold the key tonight, as will Thomas McCarlick and Tomek Sack. For the Chiefs, get Levesque and Sedenko on the same line. They can sink into the Chiefs' game plan with great effect when they have the puck in their area and when they're breaking away. Numbers in the slot is the key as well for the Chiefs. Outnumber the Blackhawks when in attack on the low slot, and goals will be easy to come by if the Chiefs get more numbers. And control the puck. If you've got the puck and momentum your way in the first 10 minutes, control it. Don't hoist it loose. Don't turn it over. Just control it, play it slowly, force the Blackhawks to push back into that defensive zone. And when the Chiefs have got the puck along their offensive point, make sure they use it well in attack. Hiller and Drake, they do play that tempo game quite well for the Chiefs in 2020. And just a reminder as well, you can also share our stream on Facebook. You can go to the Front Row Screens Facebook page, click on this game and share it around with your friends and family. We have viewers not just from Western Australia, all around the country, but also around the world as well, who are big fans of West Australian Premier League ice hockey. This may be a clash of third versus sixth, but this is going to be like an elimination final for the Chiefs, because they're only 4 points behind the Sharks, and the Sharks, they've lost the last two, and they want to get their form back up on track. A Chiefs win would get them above the Vikings into fifth place and still alive in the finals race with 3 rounds afterwards still to go. And again, we've also got another marvellous turnout here at the Cockburn Ice Arena. Friends, families, children, providing a great atmosphere over here in Cockburn on a Friday night, as both teams are into their huddles now for what is going to be another exciting night of WA Premier League ice hockey action. Getting an update from the other game over in Perth. The Flyers Blue have scored 5 more in the third period. 16-3, believe it or not. 16-3 against the Vikings. That's going to be a big boost in their goal difference too. The Flyers Blue on top of the ladder. So for the moment, they will be 4 points ahead of the Flyers Orange and the Blackhawks, and a huge boost to their goal difference on the Premier League ladder. And that's where we'll go for the moment. The Premier League ladder before tonight's game, the Flyers Blue on 17 points, the Flyers Orange, then the Blackhawks on 15 points. The Flyers Orange separated by goal difference. Sharks in 4th, Vikings 5th, and the Chiefs in 6th. They can jump up to 5th place and keep their finals hopes alive with a win tonight. The Blackhawks, depending on what the Flyers Orange do, could go on to 2nd place at the end of the night's action. Both teams getting a nice round of applause as they get themselves set, making a lot of noise here in Cockburn as we're about to get ourselves set for this all-important match in round 12 of IHWA Premier League action. The puck's about to drop. It's going to be McMahon and Kazala set to do battle. The puck drops and we are underway. The Blackhawks doing battle with the Chiefs. It's round 12. Little blunder by the Chiefs allows McMahon to fire up with a wrist shot. Well saved there by Booten. And it's now on the Blackhawks attacking zone. They want to dominate it in their territory for much of the first period. Well played there by Booten to rescue for the Chiefs. Campbell. Now McCarlick. McCarlick looking to centre it there to Woodman in order for the easy wrist shot on the low. But well defended by the Chiefs. McMahon. Well played from behind the goal line. He's going to look for the centre pass to Campbell. He's got Goulds also in support. Ricocheting off the boards. Goulds is able to control. Pass out to McMahon. Under pressure from 2 Chiefs. One of them there was Stephen Dack. And Dack's away. Nice pass out wide to Levesque. Levesque pinned hard by McMahon. McMahon almost losing control. Levesque going behind the goal line. Looking for a pass back towards Dack. Pressurised there by Goulds. Good backup from McMahon. And momentarily they get themselves out of that deep slot towards the Chiefs' goals. Nice little work of the body there by McMahon. The puck sailing towards the offensive zone for the Blackhawks, and that's icing. That will mean a face-off on the Chiefs' attacking zone, the first one of the night in that area. Chiefs 1 win, 9 loss, and 2 ties. That tie against the Flyers Blue last week. And they were 2-0 down at one stage in the game. They just lost their edge a little bit and allowed the Flyers Blue to get back in the contest. But they did play some great ice hockey. Wraith. Pass towards the centre line. Turned over by Sack. The pass towards Goulds on the low slot. He was just out of his reach. Goulds again. Nice play by Goulds. Good control of the stick. Very well done. His wrist shot misfired. And the Chiefs turn it over through Sedenko. Sedenko to Healy combining. Nice pass. Beautiful play out to Hiller. Shoots. Ricocheted off the defender. And Healy hoisting that one towards the goals, way over the goalkeeper's head. And the Blackhawks can get themselves out of that defensive zone. The puck hoisted there by Woodman. He gets a second try at it, but again turned over by Hiller. Hiller's pass turned over again. Cuthbert under pressure from 2 Chiefs defenders. It's a 2-on-1, but winning out that one there is Sedenko. He's been good this season. Nice pass to Healy. Was it offside? Linesman says no. But the Blackhawks are able to defend off their attempt to goal. Woodman pinned hard there by Healy, almost head first. And Minson providing the glove save, and he's going to hang on to that one. And that is going to mean another face-off on the Chiefs' attacking zone. It's the second one. No shots on target for either side. We've played a couple of minutes in this opening period. Still 0-0, round 12 action coming to you from Coburn. Well, thanks to CD Dodd, Scrap Metal Recyclers and Champion Auto Glass, live via Front Row Screens and DRN1 Perth Radio. Face off deep in the Chiefs' attacking zone. Shot out there by Drake. Drake looking for the flick pass. Dak first to it. He's on the high slot. Couldn't control it. Backhand flick towards the goals, but to no avail. The puck ricocheting off the boards, and the Chiefs are able to get it back to their defence. Nice centering pass. Drake on the low slot, almost losing control. Goes behind the goal line, looking for support. Dak's one of them. Goes with a wrist shot towards the goals. Well saved by Minson. There's a scramble for it. And the Blackhawks just outnumbering the Chiefs on the low slot to fend that one off. Well played by the Blackhawks. The Chiefs aren't able to get into open space. Drake was one of those players that was looking for the puck with the pass, didn't get to him. The Blackhawks are out. They're on the breakaway now. Here's Shade. Shade towards the goals. On the scramble, shoots and scores. That was Zane Neal on the low slot, getting the first one of the night. The puck ricocheting off Booten, who got an unlucky tip there, and it favoured Zane Neal, who was open on the low slot and was able to score with an easy flick towards the net. And it counted. The Blackhawks 1-0 up against the Chiefs here at the Coburn Ice Arena. We've played almost 5 minutes in this opening period. A good start for the side in third place on the ladder. The Chiefs, what must they do in response? And they win the face-off. It's the second face-off that they've won. Sedenko hoists that one towards the centre line. And now back at defensive ice, McMahon hoists one, ricocheted off the boards. Levesque, who's been in all right form in recent weeks. Out wide to Sedenko. Levesque falling over on centre ice. And the Blackhawks have got the numbers on that defensive zone. Woodman. Nice pass to McMahon. They combine well out of defence. McMahon's wrist shot ricocheting off his stick. Booten with the stick save. McMahon centering pass out to Woodman, just out of his reach. Levesque just couldn't control his skates there. Levesque's pass ricocheting off a couple of Blackhawks. He's not going to give up, is Levesque. But Woodman got first to it, looking for the back flick pass to McMahon. McMahon hoisting that one, ricocheting off the boards. It's back on centre ice. Chiefs have got the numbers back in defence, and that's well played there by McDonald. McDonald passing out wide to Levesque. Had a fresh area there, but that's icing anyway, so Levesque wouldn't complain about that one. But it does mean that the puck is on the Blackhawks attacking zone, and this will be a chance to extend their lead. Still 1-0 in this first period. Friday night ice hockey action coming to you from Coburn, and what is a great turnout, not just here in the bleachers, but also behind the goal line. As long as they're keeping their social distance too, it's not a bad thing at all. And it's great to have crowds once again here in Western Australia. Well played there by Drake. Drake under a bit of pressure now. Kazala just outside the low slot. He's under pressure. Well defended by the Blackhawks. They had 3 numbers on the high slot there, not allowing the Chiefs an easy opportunity at goal. And now the puck out of the Blackhawks defensive zone. This is Sack. Out to Cuthbert. He's got Graham looking for the wrist shot. Shoots. And well saved by the goalie in Corey Booton. He was able to survive that one. Long hoist out of defence there by Hiller. The Chiefs through Sedenko. Sedenko breaking through 3 defenders. Well played. Out to Hiller. He's got open space on the high slot. Minson with the save. Incredible save there. Liam Minson. Great reflexes and making the save to his left-hand side. And gripping the puck with his glove. Big opportunity for the Chiefs, gone begging there. That's their 3rd shot on target. The Blackhawks have also had 3. Face-off one by the Chiefs. Out the back, Hiller. Nice little dummy shot there. Going towards the high slot. Healy shoots. Well saved again by Minson. The puck missing, Sack there. On the low slot. Numbers the Chiefs have in their favour. Shoots. Another shot by Hiller. Saved by Minson. And now it'll be a face-off alongside the Chiefs goal line. 8 minutes into this first period, still 1-0. Chiefs looking for a response. Hiller, good control of the puck. He's on a tight angle, looking for the centre pass towards Jeffrey. But to no avail. Dak, long wrist shot from the high point. Minson again with the save, but the Chiefs, this is good pressure that they're applying on the Blackhawks. They're keeping it inside the offensive territory. The shot by Hiller, again saved by Minson. Healy passing along the goal line. But the Blackhawks are able to rescue. They've got 3 in front. One of them is Graham. Goes for the wrist shot. Well saved by Booton. And he hangs on to it. Another face-off in the Blackhawks attacking zone. Both sides going to make a few line changes now. It's also Zane Neal and Isaac Davidson, the man who shot the winner last week against the Sharks. He's going to have a spell. And also, I think Levesque is also going to have a spell. Winning the face-off, McCarlick. McCarlick's wrist shot out the back. He's going to go for a second attempt. Well defended there by Levesque. McDonald's pass, intercepted. Sack shoots from long range and misses. Booton almost got a second unlucky tip in. The Chiefs looking to break away through Bingham. Well played by Bingham, brilliantly done. Keeps the puck to his advantage. Under pressure from Woodman. Well played by Woodman, kept his balance. Woodman along the sideboards. And behind the goal line, he's got Campbell in support. Advantage rule being called. The pass looking to go in the direction of McCarlick, but it was offside. And that is going to be a penalty, yes. That's Jolly, Brett Jolly, who's going to have the trip to the penalty box. The first one for the game in the first Champions Autoglass power play. And he'll spend 2 minutes in there. And the Blackhawks will be favoured by this. It'll be 5v4 on the ice now for the next couple of minutes. And when they have the power play going their way, they're usually very good scoring off the short-handed goal. The penalty begins as Goulds mans the puck in that defensive zone. He's got McMahon in support. Breaking away unmanned. Past centre ice. Now they're in attack. Using that extra man to their advantage. Levesque. Goulds wrist shot off a step. Doesn't get it. McMahon almost getting that one in. Goulds, he's got space. Slap shot. Saved by Booton. Scramble for it on the low slot. McCarlick. And McCarlick's wrist shot, no avail there. Well defended by the Chiefs. These penalties really bring out the best in their defensive teams. McMahon. He's got Goulds there, out back. He's going to go for the wrist shot again. On the low slot. Well played there by Levesque. Hoisting that one out of the defensive zone. Goulds coming up to meet it. As the Chiefs make a few line changes, they push back to defence. Goulds pass alongside the boards. He gets it back out. Woodman Woodman breaking away towards offence. Good stick checking there by Hiller. Well played. Minson hanging on to that one. He gets out of his circle there. But the Chiefs are far away enough. Meeting Cox. Good pass. Woodman. Woodman centering pass on the high slot. Shoots. And just wide of the goals. Levesque trying to hoist that one out of defence again. That's what they're trying to do. They're trying to clear the puck out of their defence so they can push forward and sucker the Blackhawks into a few defensive turnovers. That's what the Sharks did early on in the first period last week. And the Chiefs are trying to mirror what they did. But not if McMahon has something to say about it. His wrist shot saved by Booten. The power play just about to expire, and this will mean the Chiefs have killed off this penalty, and Jolly will be allowed to come back in. The penalty has expired. McDonald's going to come off, but Jolly, is he going to stay there? No, he isn't. In fact, yes, he's going to come back on. Refs just stopping proceedings for a moment to allow Jolly to come back, or no, that's not the case. I think they're wanting a few more seconds in the box. Still 5-on-4 for a couple of seconds at least. Now he's allowed out. The Chiefs win the face-off again. That's number 4 that they have won. Almost turned over by the Blackhawks. Woodman. And now meeting Cox out wide. Cuthbert gets some support from Woodman. Woodman and Dak, they're going to battle hard tonight. Nice control of the puck. Well passed. Woodman. Close checking there from Hiller. Goes to Meeting Cox from behind the goal line. Cuthbert looking for the easy shot. Meeting Cox wrist shot from the centre. Shoots. And ricocheting off the goal cage. The Chiefs under some pressure now. Again, the defensive structure of the Blackhawks is really rattling the Chiefs at the moment, but they found some open space. They go to centre ice and Healy. And now Stephen Dak. Jeffrey, no offside. Jeffrey shoots off the pads of Minson. Very well done. And the turnover inflicted there by Cuthbert. Cuthbert, oh, nice little body check there on Drake by Cuthbert. And he gets one back in return. Luckily no charge paid by the linesman. They call play on. So far a good standard game. Still 1-0 in favour of the Blackhawks. 6.5 minutes to go. Almost getting pinned to the boards there was Cuthbert. Meeting Cox finding some space, as is Hammond. Hammond shot ricocheting off the side of the stick. He gets a second attempt and saved by Booten. The puck hoisted out of defensive ice. Good pass out to Hiller. He's on the breakaway, but the 2-on-1 contest outclasses Hiller. One of them there is Chris Shade. Shade hoisting that one, almost ricocheting off the net. Healy to Reith. Good pass. Oh, Hiller just couldn't hang on to that one. Just couldn't trap it with the stick. And the Blackhawks through Meeting Cox. He's on the breakaway now. Meeting Cox looking for the pass. Goes to Gould. Shoots. Just ricocheting off the goal pole there. Oh, pinned to the boards there. That was good body checking there from Levesque. And Drake hands it out as well on the Chiefs' behalf. That was at the expense of Gould's. The game getting very physical here. The tension is starting to really pump up here. Sedenko in that defensive zone. Just over 5 minutes to go. Bingham. And meanwhile, there's icing. That is against the Chiefs. And that puck going to the Blackhawks attacking zone. This will be a big opportunity. 5 minutes to go. And the scoreboard showing 1-0 in favour of the Blackhawks with Zane Neal, who scored the only goal thus far. McMahon winning the face-off for the Blackhawks. He goes out back to Campbell. But good body pressure there allows Woodman to go for the wrist shot just outside the slot and misses. But Meeting Cox is able to gather. The blind pass almost getting turned over, and it does. Bingham shoots with the wrist shot, also to no avail. And a couple of players just starting to lose their balance on the ice. Providing a little bit of comic humour there, but humour aside, we've got some action here. The Chiefs have got more numbers on the back of the puck. Now Jolly. Hiller. Goes out wide, a risky pass. And turned over by Meeting Cox, and the Blackhawks have got the opportunity. The puck hoisted by McMahon. And now Dak. McDonald. And now they go to Jolly behind the goal line. Hoisted out, turned over by McMahon. That's well read. McMahon going for the pass towards the low slot, intercepted by McDonald. Well played by the Chiefs. McDonald's shot also misses. McCarlick against Kazala. McCarlick wins that battle. Passes out wide, but turned over by the Chiefs. They had more numbers, 3-on-1. That's what they've been doing a lot, passing out wide, looking for some open space. But the Blackhawks, whenever the Chiefs try to find some, the Blackhawks, they get physical and exert that pressure, as there is another icing call against the Blackhawks, and it's going to be brought back to the Chiefs' attacking zone. 12 shots on target for the Blackhawks. They've had more opportunities in attack. The Chiefs just playing it slowly. They're playing it patient, looking for the best opportunity. The Blackhawks have got 3 inside the low slot. They've got more presence. Hiller decides to go for the pass out wide. Dak on the offensive point. Wrist shot. Ricocheting off Woodman. The wrist shot again by Healy misses. It was from a very tight angle anyway. Losing control there was Jolly, and that's going to allow Tomek sack on the breakaway. Nice blind pass towards Graham. Graham going behind the goal line, looking for the opportunity, shoots. Well saved by Booten. And now picked off by Cuthbert. Cuthbert out to Woodman. He's got Graham in support. Hammond out back, elects to go to the low slot. And Cuthbert couldn't control it. Sack on the low slot. Well defended there by Hiller. He's on the rebound. The pass just out of reach of Healy, I should say. And it's been back and forth, as it has been for much of the first period. The only goal coming in about 4 minutes into the first period. That was Zane Neal off the tip by Corey Booten. Neal was able to get that one in unchecked, just outside the low slot, and score the first goal of the night. And now Sack. Cuthbert battling hard there with Hiller. Hiller's able to hoist that puck out of the defensive zone, finding Healy. Manning it in defence. He's on the breakaway. Gets past Graham. Having to hoist it out of that contest, but only as far as Hammond for the Blackhawks now. Inside the last 80 seconds of this opening period. Turned over, McDonald. His shot ricocheting off his Chiefs teammate. The puck just on the sideboards, and that looked to have been offside there, yes. And that's going to be a face-off just alongside the neutral line. Chiefs have got a couple of extra back on that face-off, and that's where they go, because the Chiefs win the face-off. And it's Wraith. Good pass by Wraith out to Rodney Arnold, the playing coach of the Chiefs side. Drake. He's pressurising Gould. He's forcing him to go behind the goal line, and finds Hammond. Good play by Hammond. Cuthbert needing support. He gets it in the form of McMahon. McMahon looking to find where the puck was. It was stuck between his skates. And the Chiefs on the breakaway. Drake brilliantly played, looking for the silly shot there, but it didn't work. And Minson, good match awareness to get that save in, as the clock will continue to count down towards the buzzer. It'll be a 1-0 lead to the Blackhawks at the end of the first. 13 shots on target to 8. The buzzer goes, and that's the end of the first period. After the Blackhawks goal 4 minutes in, it was back and forth between the two sides. A lot of turnovers and plenty of opportunities for the Blackhawks, but they weren't able to convert. The scoreline after one, it is the Blackhawks leading the Chiefs 1-0.
Commodore, Mustang, Camaro, Tickford, V8 supercharged, diesel. We don't care what it is, we just make them better. Visit formulatech.com.au.
If you need it live streamed, you need Front Row Screens. Visit frontrowscreens.com.au.
And welcome back to the Cockburn Ice Arena, where after one, it is the Blackhawks leading the Chiefs 1-0 in this round 12 Premier League encounter. Third versus sixth on the Premier League ladder. Now, during the break, there were a few birthday wishes on the left-hand side of your screen, where there's a big pack of people. And of course, one of the celebrations was for the Blackhawks president, I have been told. So happy birthday to the Blackhawks president. Hope you're having a fun night here at the ice hockey, watching all the action. In the meantime, back at the centre line here at the rink, back on centre ice, the Blackhawks leading the Chiefs 1-0. 13 shots on target apiece between the two sides. But what was also important in that first period was the Blackhawks had more of the attack in the first 9 minutes of the opening period. They were able to get some pressure onto the Chiefs and spend more time in their attacking zone, and they had more presence inside that low slot, looking for those easy goals. But to the Chiefs' credit, they defended brilliantly. Despite conceding that lone goal to Zane Neal off a goalkeeper's tip in, their defence can't be faulted that much, because they've been working very hard to contain the Blackhawks' presence inside that low slot and able to defend off big opportunities by the Blackhawks towards their goal. So to their credit, they've done a very good job. But they're having to score themselves. That's where they found it very difficult in the last couple of weeks. Despite the 3-3 tie against the Flyers Blue last week, they've been struggling to really have a constant blanket of momentum in this game. So it's underway now with the second period. Kazala winning the face-off. Levesque getting a little bit physical there with Meaden Cox, but in the meantime, Meaden Cox retrieves it. Breaking away from centre ice onto attack. His wrist shot goes wide of the goals. The side's getting very physical out there. And the Chiefs manning it in their defensive zone. They had three numbers. Good tight passing. Well played. McDonald. Wrist shot goes wide. Big opportunity gone begging there. That was a good chain of passes set up there by Ruck. Well set up there. Woodman to McMahon. His shot saved by Booten. Very well done by Booten to read the play. He knew Woodman was faking the shot, allowing McMahon to go into some open space on the low slot and try and set that one up towards the goals, and Booten with the save. Very well done from him tonight so far. He had a good first period despite that unlucky tip-in, and has made a couple of very crucial saves indeed. All thanks to CD Dodds, Scrap Metal Recyclers, and Champion Autoglass for the power plays. And also Front Row Screens and DRN1, our broadcast partners. We thank them for taking every match. McMahon off the low slot, under pressure there from Sedenko. Good defence by Sedenko to get that puck going his way. Hoists that one out of the defensive zone, and is there going to be icing? No. Well called by the linesman. Meaden Cox and Healy. Meaden Cox wins out on that battle, but the Chiefs have more on the right-hand side of the neutral line. Sedenko hoists that one back to centre ice. A nice backhander pass. Healy towards Tyson Jeffrey. No, it was Quinton Drake who made the shot. That looked like a fast slap shot, and well saved again by Minson. What a season he is having in the goals in 2020. And I think another point you'd have to take in, despite only... Another point you'd have to take in was that the Blackhawks played with a lot more discipline in that first period. We mentioned twice in 2 weeks there were plenty of plays in the penalty box. Healy on the low slot, it scores! As we were saying, the Blackhawks had the disciplined edge in the first period. They let a gap go for Josh Healy on the low slot. Set up by the centering pass by Hiller off the face-off. Healy levels the score. So this one's starting to get interesting now. 1-1 the score. We've played 2.5 minutes in this second period. And on the CD Scrap Metal Recyclers scoreboard, as you can see, 1-1 the scoreline. That would be a dent to the Blackhawks if they lose this one. The Chiefs, they've been playing much more competitively in the last 4 to 6 weeks compared to the early start of the season. Their record on the ladder may not show, but their losses over the last few weeks haven't been all that big. And so there's plenty of signs of improvement under Rodney Arnold in 2020. Meanwhile, Drake from the defensive zone. The pass ricochet off Sack, but he gets it back on the breakaway towards the attacking zone. Can he take the lead for the Chiefs? No. Well saved by Minson. Nice stick save by Liam Minson, preventing the Chiefs taking the lead. And now Graham. Cuthbert looking for the pass to Graham on the breakaway. Well controlled there. Brilliantly done there by Wraith. And now Bingham. Bingham's pass turned over. Graham, he was going to look for the slap shot. He's going to try and set it up now. He's got Cuthbert and Sack on the low slot. But Graham pressurised into making that turnover. Kazala, his pass ricocheting off Drake's foot. Wrist shot brilliantly saved by Booten. That wrist shot there was by Caden Goulds, who has been all right this season. He's been quite versatile on both ends of the rink. And both sides making line changes, rotating all five of the Chiefs, and so are the Blackhawks. Looking to get some fresh skates on the rink. 16 minutes left in this second period. 17 shots on target, the Chiefs, the Blackhawks 15, still 1-1 on the scoreboard. Neal under pressure there from Levesque, I should say. Well played by Levesque. On the breakaway, beautiful pass to his teammate in Hiller. Well, that's McDonald, I should say. Body check by Meaden Cox. And the Blackhawks had more defenders on the low slot. One of them there was Woodman. Hoists it out of the defensive zone. And Sedenko mans it back out of defence to Levesque. They're playing with confidence here, the Chiefs. Kazala behind the goal line. He's got some support. McDonald looking for the slap shot, but that one ricocheted off the side of his stick. And that allows Woodman to take control. He's on the breakaway. From behind the goal line now, it's a 2-on-1. Woodman looking for the pass to break away from the pressure, but Sedenko is going to meet this one. Nice physicality dished out on him on Shade. McDonald on the high slot, shoots. And nice pad save there by Minson. Very well done. And that's another opportunity that the Chiefs had in that goal area, in that low slot. And Minson's reflexes have thwarted the opportunity. Judging by their pace and the confidence that they've been playing with the Chiefs against this Blackhawks side, if you want my honesty, they should be about 3-1 in front. Judging by the confidence that they're playing with. Drake shoots, and again Minson with the save. Great reflexes by Minson, going to his left, saving that one with his glove. And that'll mean another face-off. And the Chiefs setting up here differently compared to the last face-off. They've got Jolly out back, and they've also got Kazala in the centre, but that hasn't worked. Putting under pressure, he pulled out of his goal circle. That could be a mistake. Gould shoots on the tip of the point and scores. Caden Goulds. He saw that Corey Booten was outside his goal circle, and when he had control of the puck, saw his opportunity, went for the wrist shot from a tight angle and restores the lead for the Blackhawks. Very well done by Caden Goulds. Scored a hat-trick a few weeks ago and is known to make an impact on offence. Felicity Svensson has been praising Caden's work this season, and rightfully so. So Goulds restores the lead for the Blackhawks. 2-1 with 13 and a half minutes to go. Blackhawks win the face-off. Healy looking to rescue it for the Chiefs. Hoisted there by McMahon, and now Levesque, Jeffrey, couldn't figure out where that puck had went. Well played there by Hiller. Nice. Little bit of stick checking going on between himself and Goulds. Goulds wins out. Well played, Goulds. His pass intercepted by Hiller. Sedenko, Healy's shot. That one goes over the net, and that will mean a face-off. The goals in this second period. Healy, about 3 minutes ago. A nice supported shot on the low slot. And then Caden Goulds with a nice wrist shot inside the offensive point to restore the lead. But the Chiefs, they're not dying down in their confidence here. They're starting to put some pressure again on the Blackhawks when the puck has been in their attacking zone. But that nice wide pass along the goal line allowed McMahon to combine with Goulds. Can he get a second? McMahon, he gets it back. McMahon under pressure there from Sedenko, and that's almost turned over. It's now back on centre ice. Woodman Passing out back to Gouls. They're just manning it in that defensive zone. But look at Healy pushing forward. Brilliantly done by Healy. The slap shot there by Hiller just misfires, and that's going to allow the Blackhawks in for another opportunity. But again, that's squandered by some poor control with the puck. Well played there by Hiller, looking to hoist that one out wide towards the sideboards. Sack. Well played by Sack of Age Jeffrey. Sack needing to use that puck better in offence. He's conceded a few turnovers in that low slot. Graham. Graham shoots. Well saved again by Booten. 2-on-1. The Blackhawks have more around the offensive point. McMahon centering past the Sack on the low slot. His shot also misses. A couple of opportunities gone begging for the Blackhawks in the first couple of minutes. Graham, his shot. Tight angle. That one missed. The Chiefs have got 3 out the back. Hoisting that one there was Dak. No icing. Minson going behind the goal line. Easing the pressure for his Blackhawks defenders. Cuthbert and Bingham. Bingham, well done by Bingham. Looking to get it out to Arnold. And meeting Cox from behind the goal line, rescuing the Blackhawks. Allowing Woodman to take control of the puck. But again, the pressure from defence is really having a big influence in this game. The Chiefs not giving in without a fight. Sedenko, his pass in the direction of Rath. It's turned over now. Woodman shoots. That one well wide of the goals there. Cuthbert, brilliantly played by Cuthbert, getting his stick first to the puck. Meeting Cox from centre ice, looking to go out wide. The blind pass turned over. It's back and forth. Sack shoots. Booten saved off his glove. Brilliantly done. And that'll mean another face-off on the Blackhawks attacking zone now. Just over 10 minutes remaining in this second period. 2-1 the score. The Blackhawks, still, they really should have a bigger lead with the way they've been going about it in this second period. They've had 2 less shots on target, but they've been more effective in that area. Shade shot, again saved by Booten. That was an easy shot at goal for Shade, because he had the only space available on that high slot, but just couldn't convert into a goal. The turnout here at Coburn Ice Arena again has been brilliant on a Friday night, as there is a bit of obstruction called there. And we'll have to repeat that face-off. Davidson wins out, thrusts it forward, but the Chiefs turn it over. They hoist it out of that defensive zone. Shade turns it over, hoists it back towards the attack. Well played by Booten, pulling out of the goal line. Luckily, he was able to get back there just in time. Well played there by Drake. Drake's pass turned over by Hammond. The advantage has been called. Oh! Well played there by Jolly. Nice little body check on Shade. Back and forth again between these two sides. Almost turned over. Sedenko. Passes to the outer side. McDonald. Turned over by Hammond now. And he's just manning it inside the defensive zone. Goes in front of the goal line. His pass towards McMahon. Turned over by Jolly. Hoists the puck back into attack. And the Blackhawks have 3 inside the puck. Goulds is under pressure now from Levesque. Been a bit quiet in this second period, but that's a big effort from Levesque to allow Kazala to take control. But the Blackhawks have 3 out the front. One of them there is Davidson, and he takes back control. Davidson's pass. Davidson, as soon as he passed it, he got checked on the body. Shot by Levesque on the low slot. That there was by McDonald, and McDonald levels it once again for the Chiefs. Again, the tip by Minson. When he made the save off the pad, McDonald was there. He had the gap on the low slot to flick that one in with the Reese with the greatest of ease. And McDonald again levels the scores. McDonald getting his first for the night. The other for the Chiefs was Healy. And it is 2-2 with 7 minutes and 40 still to go in this second period. Looks like we may be in for a high-scoring one here tonight. It's going to be Jeffrey and McMahon in the face-off. The Blackhawks win out. But the Chiefs have more in that defensive zone. They get it out. Meeting Cox providing the turnover. He gets it back now. He's going to pass out wide. almost misfiring, but he was able to get it there to Woodman. Beautiful pass by Woodman to Campbell. Campbell, wrist shot. Well saved by Booten, deflected off his glove. And the Blackhawks are now back under pressure. Jeffrey. It was in the direction of Healy, that pass, but it is icing, and that's going to mean it goes all the way to the Blackhawks attacking zone. This will be a big chance for them to take back the lead. So it's McMahon and Levesque. Levesque winning that face-off. McCarlick wrist shot out of the face-off to no avail. Minningcox looking for the pass towards the low slot. McMahon, well played by McMahon, keeping it under control. Out to McCarlick, but he was pressurised there by Sedenko. On the high point on offence. Woodman shoots, looking for it on the low slot. Minningcox and McMahon, they're scrambling for it, but Booten was able to hang on to it. And that'll mean another face-off in the Blackhawks attacking zone again. 20 shots on target for both these sides. And linesman just checking on Booten. Looks like he may be hurt, but he's all right. And they're just also repositioning the goals to make sure they're even with the opposite end. So Booten's all right. Looks like a pretty hard shot. McCarlick hoists the puck out wide. Getting first to it there was Kazala. And now Jolly. Jolly's pass intercepted by McMahon. Shoots from a tight angle, and again Booten with the save. That's 3 good saves in this particular passage that he has had. And they're finding it pretty hard to get past him. Although they have scored 2 goals, the Chiefs have defended quite valiantly. And no doubt Rodney Arnold, their playing coach, would be very, very happy with their side's effort thus far in this second period. They've kept themselves in the game. And what it's been all down to is their control of the puck. They controlled it for the first 5 to 10 minutes without any significant turnovers inflicted by the Blackhawks through some undisciplined passing. And the Blackhawks, in the meantime, they haven't been able to play their fast-paced physical game because of this. Listening against him will have a few things to say at the intermission. Just under 5 minutes left in this second period. Ball thanks to CD Dodd in Champion Autoglass. We've had 1 penalty so far. But so far, apart from that, the game has been of a good standard with great discipline between these two sides. Bingham, his pass goes towards the sideboards, and well played there by Sedenko, breaking away. Goes past centre ice. He's going to look for the long wrist shot. Shoots, well saved by Minson. And that allows Hammond to go on the easy path to rescue the Blackhawks out of defence. But the Chiefs, again, they're not giving in. Bingham, a little bit of stick checking there on Hammond. Well played there by McDonald. Two on one on the goal line. The Blackhawks are favoured now. Drake, pressurised by Goulds. Good control of the puck by Goulds. Almost losing control on the ice. And now Gould's going behind the goal line. Nice pass out wide to Sack. Centering pass. They've got 2 on the open space. One of them is Graham. On the low slot. Shoots. Well saved by Booten. Second chance there by Blake Cuthbert. And he takes back the lead for the Blackhawks. Brilliantly done. Blake Cuthbert and Paul Graham were the 2 men in open space on that attacking zone. No offside was called, which was a very good call indeed. They allowed the game to go on. But that passage with Sack and Graham setting that chance up for the goals. Graham with the shot outside the offensive point, tipped by Booten. And it was that man, Blake Cuthbert, off the tip, shooting from the low slot and giving the Blackhawks back the lead. It's now 3-2. A very entertaining second period when it was back and forth in the first. And since then, 3 goals for the Blackhawks, 2 for the Chiefs. And 2 goals scored between each of the two sides, so it's been a 4-goal bonanza in this second period. Under 3 minutes left. Can the Chiefs level it, or will the Blackhawks increase the lead? Cuthbert, can he make it a second? From the low slot, well saved there by Booten. Two and a half minutes left. 24 shots on target for the Blackhawks, 21 for the Chiefs. Graham wins the face-off, out back to Sack. And Jolly passes that one alongside the boards. And now they're away. McDonald. He had Kazala in support, but it was turned over by the Blackhawks. Well done there by Sack. He's looking to go for the centering pass to Cuthbert, but that one went over the goals. That may have been an opportunity when begging. Cuthbert was running into space on the low slot. He was going to look for that easy goal if Sack had went to him, but that is not to be this time. Just under 2 minutes left now. Vital period in this game for the Chiefs if they want to stay alive. If they can level the scores, then we've got ourselves a big finish. But if the Blackhawks can get this lead extended to 4-2, then the task may be difficult for the Chiefs if that happens, because normally their third periods, the Blackhawks are very, very good. Usually score about 2 goals in each instance. And so the Chiefs would want to score desperately if they want to stay in this contest. Well played by Dak. Managed to keep control of the puck. Nice pass to McDonald. And a lost stick there by Woodman. That's going to allow Kazala on the low slot. Shoots. Ricocheted off Minson's glove. Well saved. That's a big chance for the Chiefs, gone begging again. They've had plenty of chances at that end. Booten saving the long shot from defence. But that'll mean a face-off on the Blackhawks attacking zone. This is a big chance with less than a minute to go. Both sides making line changes. Both sides rotating each of the 5 that are allowed on the rink, 5v5. No power play so far, which is good for the discipline between these two sides. Neither of them have lost their discipline edge. Good setup by the Chiefs on the face-off, having all of their 3 inside that low slot to restrict the Blackhawks' presence. So that's well played. Sedenko doing battle against Woodman. Woodman wins out. From behind the goal line, going for the pass to McMahon. Is he going to look for the long wrist shot? He elects not to. Goes with a long back flick pass to McCarlick. Inside the last 10 seconds. Is this one more chance? Oh, deflected from outside. Lucky not to be called offside there against Woodman. One last chance. Well saved by Booten, and that'll end the second period. A very entertaining second period at that, ladies and gentlemen. 4 goals scored between the two sides. And it is a Blackhawks lead, 3-2. And when we come back, the intermission discussion on the first 2 periods of this match and what's in store for the third on this Friday night of IHWA Premier League action. It's the Blackhawks leading at the end of the second, 3-2.
Commodore, Mustang, Camaro, Tickford, V8, supercharged, diesel. We don't care what it is, we just make them better. Visit formulatech.com.au.
If you need it live streamed, you need Front Row Screens. Visit frontrowscreens.com.au.
Welcome back to the Cockburn Ice Arena, where at the intermission it is the Blackhawks leading the Chiefs 3-2 after 2 very entertaining periods here at the Cockburn Ice Arena as part of round 12 IHWA Premier League action. 3-2 the scoreline, and the shots on target also are even Stevens, 26 to the Blackhawks, 21 to the Chiefs at the end of the second period. There's a lot to like about these two sides tonight. The Blackhawks again playing with their disciplined endeavour through their players in Neal, Cuthbert and Gould, who have done very well. They've got some good work lined up at the puck, especially in their defence too, which has been tested by the Chiefs attack. And that's another thing to like about this side. The Chiefs attack has been very impressive, hence their improvement over the last 6 weeks has resulted in a win, a loss and 2 ties. But the loss wasn't a disgrace. You can put that down to Rodney Arnold and his coaching, because Arnold has led the side very well in the last 6 weeks and has got the Chiefs into a little bit of a revival, so to speak. He's using Sedenko and Kazala on the same line, as we mentioned. He's also putting Levesque on the same offensive line, looking for the opportunities to score. They've also got some good scorers that can really change the game, like McDonald and Healy, who have been tremendous for the Chiefs tonight. For the Blackhawks, Liam Minson behind the goals. He too has been tremendous, pulling off some remarkable saves as he has done throughout the 2020 season. Blake Cuthbert on the low slot, great presence there to flick that one in quite easily off the boot and tip in late in that second period to take back the lead for the Blackhawks. Caden Goulds, he's played pretty versatile in defence, in attack. He's controlled the puck very well from both ends. But also McCarlick and Meaden Cox offering some good support. The Chiefs, their key tactic is they're passing out wide towards the sideboards in order to get the Blackhawks moving. The Blackhawks like to play a little more direct. They like to break away from the middle of centre ice directly to the low slot and look for their opportunities towards the goals. The Chiefs' tight defence has nullified their presence, and so far it has proved to their liking. Although they're trailing 3-2, they are still in the contest. They're not disgraced as they shouldn't be at the moment. They've played some tremendous ice hockey, don't get me wrong, and they are still in this contest. Let us know where you're watching from, ladies and gentlemen, and just a reminder as well, you can share this live stream as well. You can go onto our Facebook page, Front Row Screens, or DRN1, or IHWA. We've got Facebook pages there, and you can share your stream anywhere you're watching across Western Australia, around Australia, and around the world. Seeing some of the best WA ice hockey action in this level, this Premier League level, and it is certainly at its best. 3-2 the scoreline in favour of the Blackhawks, all thanks to CD Dodd, Scrap Metal Recyclers and Champion Auto Glass and Front Row Screens and DRN1 Perth Radio, our media partners. When we do come back, all the third period action where it is an absolute cliffhanger at the moment, 15 minutes still to go. It is the Blackhawks leading 3-2.
Commodore, Mustang, Camaro, Tickford, V8 supercharged, diesel. We don't care what it is, we just make them better. Visit formulatech.com.au.
If you need it live streamed, you need Front Row Screens. Visit frontrowscreens.com.au.
And welcome back to the Coburn Ice Arena, not far away from the third period beginning. And it is the Blackhawks leading 3-2. Just want to also send a shout out to all the fans that have turned out here at the Coburn Ice Arena so far this season. We had a few low numbers in the first couple of weeks, but in the last month or two, there's been a lot of fans that have came in, given the easing of restrictions here in WA. But when the crowds have been allowed back in, let me tell you, the atmosphere just gets better and better and better on a Friday night here at the Coburn Ice Arena. And at the nearby Cabin 4-1, also a tremendous atmosphere. Watching the ice hockey from the Cabin Bar and Grill point of view. Magnificent place it is over there. And also the atmosphere among the bleachers here on both sides of our commentary position. It is nothing short of tremendous. A great atmosphere and a great community spirit as well. All thanks to you, the people of WA, doing the right thing, following the right protocols and staying safe and healthy in what is a crazy time for all of us, without a shadow of a doubt. And because you've got live sport on, you've always got something to look forward to every Friday, Saturday or Sunday across your 7-day week. 3-2 the scoreline in favour of the Blackhawks. In the other game, 16-3 in favour of the Flyers Blue against the Vikings. Simply dominant the Flyers Blue. And they're going to get a big boost to their goal difference. 13 goals, they'll get this boost. And their goal difference will be a positive 50 so far in this 2020 season from 12 games, 9 wins, 2 losses, a tie, a goal difference of 50, a positive 50, and 19 points on the board. Simply incredible. A great performance on the Flyers Blue. They are the side to beat in 2020. But you can't count out this Black Hawk side, the Flyers Orange, nor the Sharks either, because they're starting to, hopefully look to make some inroads after a few disappointing losses. Last one in particular was going to be quite interesting to see what happens there in the other game. Speaking of the Sharks, we're just getting an update from Perth in the other game. It's the start of the second period, and it is the Flyers Orange leading 2-1 in favour of the Sharks. So a good close contest there early over at the Perth Ice Arena. But back here in Coburn, the teams are just about to get themselves back out. In fact, the Black Hawks are re-entering, and so are the Chiefs, getting set for what is going to be a grandstand last period here at the Coburn Ice Arena. Who do you think's going to win? Can the Chiefs come from behind and win, or can the Black Hawks hold on and take victory number 8 for season 2020? Again, a great atmosphere here at Coburn. People starting to file back from the break, with the last period set for more excitement as the last few weeks have seen here in Coburn. We've had a couple of ties, we've had close wins, and we had last week's come from behind victory for the Black Hawks against the Sharks. We had one tie, yes, one tie. Thank you. Just getting corrected by my camera person there, Ivo. But we had one tie between the Black Hawks and the Flyers Orange, and that may be a semi-final preview. The Chiefs, they're certainly playing like they should be in contention for the finals. They've been led well under Rodney Arnold in the last 6 weeks. Although they've got one win on the board, their 2 ties have seen them only 1 point behind the Vikings, and the Vikings will stay in 5th as a result of their annihilation at the hands of the Flyers Blue. But if the Chiefs win and the Sharks get beaten, and the Chiefs will be still alive with 3 rounds still to go. But if the Sharks win against the Flyers Orange, then that's going to make the Chiefs' task even more difficult. The Black Hawks, if they win and the Flyers Orange get beaten, then they will take over second place. But if the Flyers Orange win, as do the Black Hawks, it's going to be all about that goal difference that's going to separate them. At the moment, the Flyers Orange hold the advantage. But don't rule the Black Hawks out, as we are about to get set for an electrifying final period here at the Coburn Ice Arena. 15 more minutes to decide this contest, and the Black Hawks win on the face-off. Well manned there by Dak, and brilliantly played there by Levesque to hoist that puck back into the centre ice, but Golds inflicts the turnover, finds Woodman. Woodman, nice little body check on Jolly. The Chiefs manning it from behind the goal line, but look at how the Black Hawks have pushed forward into their attacking zone to increase the pressure. Jolly alongside the sideboards, almost getting pinned. Well played by Jolly to avoid contact. Jolly hoisting that puck from along the sideboards, only as far as Gould. Long wrist shot from the high point, misses. Chiefs doing everything they can to clear out. But look at the space the Black Hawks have got. Hammond's pass in the direction of Sack. A blind pass, in fact. Jolly just losing control of the stick. Cuthbert and a couple of players just starting to slip and slide on the ice here. Nice hoisted pass towards Bingham. Bingham pressurised there by Hammond. Almost sandwiched by Bingham and the linesman. But nonetheless, Hammond, well played by Hammond to get out of that contest. He's got the puck going his way. Inflicted off a couple of Chiefs defenders, almost turned over. McCarlick, and it's turned over. Kazala. He's got Drake in support. Is he going to look for the pass on the low slot? He doesn't go there and pays the price with a turnover. Hammond, nice quick pass out to Woodman. And now the Black Hawks are away. They're on the breakaway. Woodman has got some space now. Goes back to McMahon. That's good play from the Black Hawks. Woodman and McMahon off the low slot. Woodman in a scramble for it. It's on the low slot. Hung on by Booten, and he flicks it out towards the goal line. And now the Black Hawks will live to fight another day. The Chiefs are out of there momentarily. Jolly and Woodman. Well played there by Kazala. Hoist the puck to the advantage of Levesque. It's back and forth again. Like the start of the first and second period, just being back and forth with the puck between both sides. Campbell He's got McMahon on the low slot, but the Chiefs have more numbers in the area. From behind the goal line, Hammond and Campbell. And Campbell wins out. Campbell, he's got McMahon, but he's blocked off. McMahon now. Lack of communication there from McCarlick, and that's resulted in a turnover. And again, back and forth. Well played there by Sack. That's Woodman, I should say. Woodman looking for the pass towards McMahon, but he was under pressure. It's hoisted out of the defensive zone. No icing called. Linesman calls play on. Meeting Cox. Pressurised there by Sedenko. Sedenko pinned to the boards there by Graham. Pass off the low slot. Shoots. McDonald shoots. Can he get it in again? Minson makes 2 saves off the low slot. Brilliantly done by Minson, but the Chiefs have another opportunity. McMahon going through the front now. McMahon on the high and misses. Both sides having their chances early on, but they've both missed. McDonald and Neal. Neal scoring one of the goals early on in the game. The pass goes out wide to Levesque. Levesque loses control. Hammond. Well played by Hammond. He's on the breakaway. On the low slot. Shoots. Booten with the save. Brilliantly done. And that saves the Chiefs for the moment. 26 scoring shots to 23 now. The Chiefs looking for their second win and their third tie as well. If they can tie this game up, the Blackhawks looking for win number 8 of 2020. And we'll need a big boost in their goal difference as well, because they are 4 goals behind the Flyers Orange before the round's match. The puck back on centre ice is in Gould, is on Gould's stick. Pulled out of the goal line there was Booten, but he allowed Jolly to have an easy path. Well played there by Jolly. Got it out of defence. Hiller, his pass to Healy. Blind pass, turned over. The puck going back and forth between the two sides. Healy almost intercepting it off Goulds. Well played by Goulds to get it out there to Sack. Sack well controlled with the one hand. Flicks it to the low slot of McMahon, but well intercepted by Sedenko. Turned over again there by Cuthbert. Cuthbert in the attacking zone. Nice body pressure there by Davidson. Well set up. But the Chiefs doing everything they can to clear out of defence. But what they're doing is they're only getting 2 players to push forward in their attack. They need to get 3 if they want an opportunity to goals, because they had one earlier, but that one went begging. Nice hoisted pass to Healy. He couldn't control it. It allows Meeting Cox to pass out wide to Cuthbert, combining with Sack. Sack breaking away to the low slot. Goes behind the goal line. The pass to an unmanned Woodman. Woodman shoots. Well defended there by Healy. He's going to go in the wind direction again, but that one goes past Woodman. No icing called. They're going to allow Woodman to retrieve that one from behind the Blackhawks goal line. He was under pressure from Sedenko. Breaking away towards centre ice. Almost losing control. Towards the low slot. Behind the goal line. He's got Cuthbert and Davidson in support. Sack with the slap shot from the high point, misses. Meeting Cox, pinned by Healy. Well done by Healy. But it's turned over again. Woodman just slowing things down a little bit. But again, the Chiefs' defence telling once again. The pass towards Bingham, and that looks like it was offside. Big chance for the Chiefs gone begging, and that'll allow another face-off on the Blackhawks attacking zone. They're looking to extend the lead 4-2. It'll be a face-off on the outer side. They've got Goulds out back looking for the slap shot. They go in that direction. McCarlick turned over there by Jolly. McCarlick under pressure now there from Wraith. From the corner. McCarlick out to Campbell. A hard body check there inflicted by... Oh, again, Hiller. He gets his own back, and that was off a couple of steps there. And that looked like a charge, but he's just patting McMahon on the back there. Just saying, sorry about that, mate. But I don't think it'll make a difference. It looks like it may be a trip to the penalty box. It looks like it will be, yes. And it's McMahon, their skipper. So that's another trip for McMahon. That's twice in 2 weeks now that McMahon has been sent to the penalty box. So that was off 2 steps. That's a charge. And it was well spotted there by the linesman. And so the Chiefs will have the advantage here of going 5-on-4 and looking to take back the lead with a short-handed goal. Another Champions Auto Glass power play, the second of the night in the meantime. And it is Jason McMahon, the skipper for the Blackhawks. Can the Chiefs take advantage of this situation? McDonald, he's got Dak there, unmanned, on the middle of the offensive point. A lot of players slipping and sliding on the ice and falling over. Quite a rarity. Dak, McDonald, on the high point, under pressure by Hammond, well defended by Hammond, but McDonald finds an opening. Nice pass there off the one hand there by Sedenko. 1-on-1 as the puck trickles towards the defensive zone. Well played by Graham against Jolly. Jolly not allowing Graham to stall that puck on the end boards there. And now Levesque. Levesque breaking free from Graham. Looking for the pass out to Dak. He elects to go on his own. Finds some space. And it ricochets off the post. My goodness, that's a big chance again. Because Levesque, he had his best opportunity there. McDonald is going to get another one. Off the low slot. Levesque shoots and again misses. 2 in a row for Levesque. Will it be third time lucky? McDonald shoots and Minson hangs on to that one. Well played by Minson. What a game he is having. Matter of fact, what a season he's having. On the goals is Liam Minson. Just under 8 minutes to go. The Chiefs have got it their way. The clock stops also for McMahon's time in the penalty box. 54 seconds left there. Blackhawks win the face-off, however. Meeting Cox's pass, turned over. Finding Gordon Wraith. Mans it in that defensive zone. Can't be too casual with the puck. You've got to create some flair from defence if you want to get a score against this Blackhawks side, despite having 5-on-4 against them at the moment. McDonald hoists it towards the goals and Minson off the glove. And another face-off. The key here will be the face-off setup for both these sides. Blackhawks have got 2 on the low slot. And the Chiefs, they've got Healy there. And I don't think that's enough of a presence, or is it? The shot by Hiller, not effective. Still in the Chiefs' offensive zone. The puck trickles away. Will that be icing? The linesman says no. Being casual there was Scott Hiller. Luckily, not to inflict a turnover. And finds Sedenko. Sedenko, beautiful pass to Healy. Healy. Out to Hiller. Hiller shoots. Tight angle. Misses. Healy off the low slot. Looking for the pass to Hiller. Well played there by Campbell to clear out. And McMahon's penalty in the meantime has expired. So the Blackhawks again have killed off the penalty. And they're back at full strength. 5-on-5. But Hiller has got some space on the high slot. He's going to look for a pass towards Healy. But he's blocked off. Good defence by the Blackhawks. Very well done. Could it be rewarded with a goal? Off the low slot, shoots, and Woodman on his own, set up by great defence from McMahon, and Woodman, his co-Perth Understar, extends the lead 4-2. And that may make the Chiefs' task even more difficult. And look at Woodman. Oh, is he pumped up, and rightfully so. The goal well set up there by McMahon. Off the defensive turnover, and Woodman broke away towards the low slot. Flicked that one past Booten with great ease. 4-2 the scoreline, and looks as though the task for the Chiefs to come from behind could be difficult. Because the third periods usually for the Blackhawks are usually good. Chiefs win the face-off. They go out the back to Dak. Finding McDonald. Again turned over by Hammond. Now back to Jolly. Goes for the penetrating pass towards the offensive zone for the Chiefs, but that's icing. Side's not making any line changes. They're going to keep the same, but they're just directing the face-off to the other side of offensive territory for the Blackhawks. Davison wins out on the face-off. Jolly There's a scramble for it on the low slide. Was it tipped in towards the goals? Did that go past? That shot by Zane Neal. Booten just hanging on by the skin of his teeth there. A lucky save. If we had video review, we'd definitely be going to the video. But unfortunately, we don't, and no goal. But Booten, very well saved. They're calling for it on the left-hand side of the screen, but unfortunately, we don't have video refs. Shade, his shot from the high point. Doesn't go anywhere. Arnold, looking for the pass out back. It's blocked off brilliantly. The Blackhawks showing their class here. Was it offside? Woodman goes for the shot and misses. Shade putting Bingham under a bit of pressure, but they call it. And a couple of the Blackhawks players not happy with the late timing of that call. And that'll mean a face-off, and in fact, it's a penalty. Rodney Arnold has gone to the penalty box. So that'll mean another power play. Thanks to Champion Auto Glass, and Arnold not happy there, and who can blame him? Quite an interesting offside there, but nonetheless, it's some time for the playing coach in the penalty box. Arnold just demonstrating with the linesman here. Risky situation. And the fans just providing their own little bit of entertainment here. My goodness gracious me. Don't we love them? Meanwhile, the face-off won by the Blackhawks. Pass from Woodman to Sack. Alongside the face-off circle. Graham. That's a Sack again. They're going to centre it now out to Woodman. Woodman, who's been excellent tonight. Davidson going from behind the goal line, looking for some space. Sack. And again, they're going for the chain. Woodman's shot very high. The puck ricocheting away from the goals. How lucky can Booten get there? Woodman to Sack again. He's being pressurised there by Kazala. The hoist towards the goals. Just sails wide. And that looked like there was a bit of stick obstruction there. And it's well spotted by the linesman. Is that going to be a trip to the penalty box? Yes. Was a bit of high-end stick obstruction. A little bit of contact on the arms too. And it looks like the Blackhawks, will that be another trip to the penalty box? I wonder, yes. And this time it's Graham by the looks of it. Yes, Paul Graham. Who's also going to spend some time in the penalty box. So that's the fourth power play that has been conceded by these sides tonight. I think they both should be lucky it wasn't 11 a couple of weeks ago in that fiery contest between the Flyers Orange and the Blackhawks here in Coburn. Shot by Healy. He's deflected off Meaden Cox. Well turned over. Breaking away from centre ice. Meaden Cox off the high. Well saved by Booten. McDonald in a 2-on-1. Smart to get it back to Healy. Offside, yes. Well spotted by the linesman. That's another offside. The Chiefs are... And I reckon there's a bit of fiery feeling between these two sides, and the Chiefs just conceding a few silly penalties here when the game has been on the line for them. It's taking away what class they have shown in the first two periods. Very unfortunate, and they have conceded 2 goals as a result. The long hoist there by McMahon, going towards the goals and saved by Booten. In the meantime, Sedenko finds Healy. Healy's got some space. He's on the breakaway now. Healy on the low slide, elects to go behind the goal line. He's got to find Rath. That's where he goes. He's been called to shoot it. And now Healy. Healy pressurised by Hammond. Good turnover inflicted by the Blackhawks. Very well done. Goulds. He's got Woodman and Davidson in support. Gould shoots. Well saved by Booten off the glove. Brilliantly done. Was there some obstruction there? No. Sedenko looking for the centering pass towards the low slot, intercepted by McMahon. And in the meantime, Rodney Arnold's penalty is about to expire, so it'll be 5-on-4 for the Chiefs for about 40 seconds. He elects to go to the bench, however. Nearly pulled out their goalie there, did the Chiefs. McMahon going to try and centre it to Goulds. His space has been covered. Being forced back by the Chiefs' defence. While Graham is still serving 25 seconds of his penalty. So 5-on-4 for the Chiefs. But in a moment, the Blackhawks will be back at full strength. McDonald. Oh, just losing control there and slipping over, landing on his back, gets up immediately. But the turnover inflicted by Campbell. Trying to hoist that one towards the goals, but the Chiefs are all over that one. Miller and Hiller. Out to Jeffrey, looking for the centering pass. Blind pass, turned over by McCarlick. Out to McMahon. Got some open space with the left. And misses. McCarlick also makes it worth his while to make an attempt for a shot, but doesn't get it. Gould slap shot, again saved by Booten. That's 3 good saves in that passage. Just under 3 minutes to go here. And the Chiefs making a couple of line changes now. Hiller and Jeffrey going off. And it looks like McDonald, Elliott I should say, their skipper. And also Wraith, who's also coming back in. Drake now. Pass out to Bingham, but he's pressurised there by Woodman. Pinned to the boards there by Bingham. Campbell, off the high, shoots, misses. Well saved by Bingham. Booten making the save. McCarlick on the corner of the goal line. Goulds. Hiller's pass, turned over. They've defended well here, the Blackhawks, in this third period when the game has been in the balance. McMahon out to Goulds. Goulds going back to McMahon. Well played off the low slot. Booten flicks that one out. But only as far as McCarlick. McCarlick looking for McMahon on the low slot, but the Chiefs had a better presence there in that passage. McMahon, a nice little body check there on Arnold, who's only come back on. Here comes the playing coach, Arnold. Arnold pressurised. Good stick check there by Woodman. Woodman, can he get some time? Because the goalie was out for the moment. Woodman's shot blocked off brilliantly by Arnold. But Woodman will have another chance. He's just steadily manning it in that defensive zone. They can take some time here because they know they've got themselves the game. They know for the moment, they'll take second place unless the Flyers Orange take victory. Woodman, a smart pass out to Shade. Pressurised there from Jolly. Almost losing control of the puck. Davidson. Brilliantly played. Hammond inflicting the turnover, but only as far as Kazala. Kazala's been a bit quiet. The goalie's been pulled out. The Chiefs have decided to pull out the goalie this late. They're 2 goals down. Very ambitious indeed. Goulds. Brilliantly turned over there by Jolly. Jolly on the high, looking for McDonald, centering pass, misses. But look at the goalie, he's being pulled out. That's going to allow Davidson the opportunity. Shoots and scores. Davidson seals the deal, just like he did last week against the Sharks. And the tactic of pulling out the goalie that late in the game when they're 2 goals down, well, it didn't work. Because Davidson found a way past the centre ice defenders for the Chiefs, broke away towards attack and found an unmanned goal. And that's where he went and seals the deal for the Blackhawks. 5-2 the scoreline. And getting an update, Flyers Orange 4, the Sharks 3. So they've come from 2-1 down, the Sharks, and they're going to make a contest of it in the third period. And if the Sharks win, it looks as though we may have our final 4 locked in come October time. Inside the last half minute of this match, Levesque off the low slot, shoots, and Levesque gets a consolation. Well set up there by Jolly. Jolly with a quick centering pass out to Levesque off the low slot. Levesque, who's been quiet for much of the game, gets a late goal. And the scoreline now 5-3 for the Chiefs. But the Blackhawks still lead the game. It'll be too late, but a nice little consolation goal there by Levesque in order to add some respectability on the scoreboard after they conceded 2 goals themselves. 5-3 the scoreline inside the last half minute of this match. It's been another classy showing by the Blackhawks. They'll keep their spot in the top 3. The Chiefs, well, they shouldn't be disgraced. They again proved competitive. It's just class and experience have told out on the evening. Jeffrey, almost body check there from Gould. Off the low slot towards Healy. And that's well defended. Clemmer shoots. Healy with a scramble off it, and it's a score! Another late goal there, this time by Healy. with a more physical presence on the low slot, and somehow they have got themselves back up 5-4, but with only 4 seconds to go, and that's Healy's second goal. Healy's second goal also in the low slot as well, so he's been a bit of a presence there. 5-4 in favour of the Blackhawks. Can the Chiefs tie it by some sort of miracle? And both sides are they going to call a timeout? Yes, they will. So a 30-second timeout has been called. Gee, the Chiefs, have they been competitive indeed tonight? 2 goals scored in the space of 15 seconds by Levesque and Healy. Healy scoring his second. And one last 30-second timeout. Teams are huddling up. And keep in mind, there is also 4 seconds left on the clock. The Chiefs, they need to have one big entry. They need to have all their players firing. They need more numbers on the low slot. And the Blackhawks, they'll have to do the same. But they'll need to defend like they've never defended before. They're going to go at it for these last 4 seconds. Oh, they have changed the score. No goal. There was a goal. Okay, 5-4. 5-4. We're still waiting on the scoreboard to reflect that change as well. 5-4 the scoreline. 4 seconds to go. It's a big passage here. Healy got the second. He's going on the other side. Almost caught by the linesman there, but not to be. McDonald looking for the shot. 5-4 the scoreline. And again, it's offside, I reckon. 5-4. 2 seconds to go. The crowd getting right into the thick of things. They're making a lot of noise. Possibly the last face-off of the night. Can the Chiefs make one last thrust towards attack? Can the Blackhawks defend and hold on for a win? Healy, McDonald, long shot, blocked off brilliantly there by Woodman, and the buzzer goes. What a phenomenal contest here in Coburn. The Chiefs gave it their all. They scored the last 2 goals in the space of 15 seconds to hang on and stay in the contest, but the Blackhawks, their class, proving too much in a 5-4 result. And the Chiefs, it looks like their finals hopes are almost gone for 2020. But the Blackhawks, they will stay in the top 3 after what has been a cracking contest here at the Coburn Ice Arena. The Blackhawks 5-4 at the end of the night. Both sides shaking hands, and I reckon both sides will have a smile on their face tonight. The Chiefs, again, they may have been beaten, but they were not disgraced tonight. And the Blackhawks just showing their class in the last 4 minutes, despite 2 goals being scored against them very late on. Goals to Davidson, Neal, Cuthbert, Woodman and Goulds for the Blackhawks. While for the Chiefs, McDonald and Levesque scored individual goals, and Healy scored 2. He was the only multiple goal kicker in that game. So another great contest comes to an end here at Coburn in front of another fantastic turnout on this Friday night. On behalf of Ivo, Ryan, Matt and the team here at the Coburn Ice Arena, Paul Persick wishing you a very good evening here. Thanks to CD Dodd and Champion Auto Glass, where it was the Blackhawks in a thrilling contest prevailing over the Chiefs 5-4. Good night, everyone.
Commodore, Mustang, Camaro, Tickford, V8 supercharged, diesel. We don't care what it is, we just make them better. Visit formulatech.com.au.
If you need it live streamed, you need Front Row Screens. Visit frontrowscreens.com.au.